we're still in the theater. We just watched Sonic. The credits are rolling. 4D. What'd you think, hon?
I give it a 5-star. It was so good.
5-star.
Yes. Especially you have to see this at a 4D. I give it a 5. It was so fun.
This was a good movie, surprisingly good, especially considering the first iteration of it with Sonic's like way cuter now, and the whole thing is better. And then we watched it. Watching it in 4D did enhance the experience quite a bit. It's a right movie to watch in 4D. With the chair moves and all the special effects happening, because it just enhances all the fun scenes where Sonic's doing crazy stuff.
Action. A lot of
and then Jim Carrey is amazing. He's so good at what he's doing.
He's perfect for this movie.
He's perfect for this movie. There's parts. I think there's parts where there should have been like more people in the background. There's a little too much with him by himself. I think that.
There it is.
All right.
Back.
So I give it like a. It's not a great movie. It's a kids movie, but it's decent for a kids movie. There's a lot of stuff that could have been better. I think some stuff was a bit forced, but it was fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, like, it's one of those things where, like, as a movie, I give it like a 3.8.
That's so low.
But I'll say this. I really liked Jim Carrey in this role. The comedy, the type of comedy was like right up my alley. So for me personally, I mean, like, as general, like, I gotta jump it up to like a 4.2. There's just random stuff in there that it's something where I can't quite say like, oh, you should go watch this. This is a great movie. But if you love zany comedy and you're like a video game fan, which all those things registered for me, it like took it to a next level. So I don't know how to say this. For me, for me personally, it was like a 4.2. But in general, as far as recommendation, I give it like a 3.8. Like it's not something that I would feel comfortably like saying like, this is a great movie, you gotta go see it. But I would say
It's a fun movie.
It's a fun movie. And if you like video games and you like random comedy, you're okay with like extended like improv type comedy where it just kind of like goes on and all sorts, but they're acting kind of weird and they're just having fun with it, then you'll love it. I mean, you'll like it. You'll like huge parts of it. And there's a whole bunch of different comedy and sections in it. Like the Sonic character is played just right. There's plot holes. There's things that like don't quite make sense. But it's good when it needs to be, and it's pretty funny.
That's good meanings for the kids too, like friendship.
Yeah, and it's a great one for kids. And if you got kids, you should watch it with the kids. I mean, you should have the kids watch it
I'm
for
a
sure.
fan of Jim Carrey. I forgot him for a while.
I know, yeah. It's Jim Carrey's coming back,
Yeah.
and Jim Carrey nailed it.
Did a really
Nailed it.
good job.
There's like one part where I think he kind of overdid, but most of the time he just nailed it. Especially his opening monologue is hilarious. But it was weird because I was like cracking up like crazy during this whole thing. No one else in the theater was cracking up like I was. Except for maybe Youngji was like cracking up half as much as I was. But I feel like I enjoyed this movie more than anyone else in the theater, which was kind of weird, but enjoyable. It was a movie partially made for me. And it looks like there could be a sequel, and I think if there's a sequel, it'll be good.
Second one coming in. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if they do it right, the sequel could be even better than this one. Because this one they totally redid it, and so you had like a starting thing and then you had to redo it. I feel like in the sequel, if you were to start fresh with the same team, you'd have something special.
To finalize, a good movie is when it makes you want to see the sequel of it.
Someone said
when it ends.
making you want to see the second one. Yeah,
Yes,
and that's true, and it
that's a
does.
good
It makes you want to see the second movie, and it's not like it leaves it like on a cliffhanger. Like it wasn't like trying to trap you into a second movie. It just makes it so you want to see a second movie, and that's a good point. It does make you, and that's a good movie. And the 4D experience, this is perfect for the 4D experience because it's like cartoonish and fun, and then when the action hits, it like takes you to the next hit. It takes the jokes to the next level. It's like it really nails the 4D experience in a way that
It's like the best 4D experience I had.
Yeah, exactly.
For this movie.
This type of movie really, it's almost like it's like you're going to a theme park, because the movie itself is a little bit like a theme park, like it's like a fun ride, and then you take it to for kids. I mean, you take it in 4D, and it's like it takes it to like the next level. So it enhances the movie considerably.
Christopher Riley's watching.
Were you saying 4D? Yeah. If you have a place near you that has 4D or like D-Box or something like that, I recommend this. This is a good experience. It's going to be super expensive, whatever, but if you've got something that has all the special effects and stuff, even just where if you have it like a D-Box maybe, which I think is where the Cinemark, where they have like where the seat moves. Even with the seat moving without the special effects, it just kind of enhances it. It's because it's like a video game movie. The movie is well built for enhancement.
It's funner to watch it in the theater.
Yeah, sure. And it really feels natural. It feels like it should be watched in a theater. To some extent, I don't know. It takes the next level to watch in the theater because there are all sorts of fun, cartoonish violence that's fun to watch, and like a ride. It's like you're traveling with Sonic on a ride, and then when you take it to a thing that has like special effects. I'm not sure if that's what you were talking about, Riley, Chris. I think that's what we were talking about. But when you take it to the next with special effects, it really, it takes it to the next level. I'm gonna try to see what you're saying and see if it may end, but yeah. So I give it like a 3.8 in general and a 4.2 personally, which I've never done before. But so it rounds up to a 4 in general. You give it a 5?
Yes.
All right.
Where's Roderick?
Let me know if the 4D is worth it. Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, for this one, the 4D is worth it.
It's worth it.
In general, 4D is a lot of fun. But in this specific movie, if you're like trying to choose like, 4D or not 4D, this one's 4D. Yeah, take it. Do it. You won't regret it. This movie should be watched in 4D. I feel like everyone should watch this movie in 4D when they see it. It really justifies... It really takes the existence of 4D and makes it more of a thing that I want to see, because I want to see the sequel in 4D too. Like, I don't want to miss out on 4D now, and I didn't feel that way about other movies. I feel like other movies I could have enjoyed, like however I watched them. Yeah. But this one feels like 4D. It's built for 4D in a weird way that I wouldn't say every other movie is. Like, a lot of times it just seems like it was something extra, but in this movie it felt like I was experiencing something as opposed to just watching it. That was fun.
Fun movie. Go watch it.
Yeah. You're gonna get, if you're an adult, like, don't, like, if you set your expectations too high, there's some things that don't quite land, so it's like a kid's movie, but it is surprisingly fun, and there's a lot of things that do land. If you like random comedy, you should at least see clips